Hi everyone, so I'm here with my Minifee girls today, and I made a video last week but I scrapped it because it was just really bad and it was kind of just hard to see anything because I don't have a good close-up lens. Also, it was hard to see me doing anything because sometimes I was off screen, so that doesn't help. But basically I wanted to make a video about changing the Minifee feet to high heel feet for like an A-line body. The M-line has magnetic parts, so you just snap it off and then you put the other one on. It's so easy. I do want to preface this by saying I'm not going to film a video again because it was really hard and I just don't want to do that again. And I did mess up a little bit of the resin by the ankle, so if someone, or if anyone out there does purchase the magnetic parts for the A-line, just be really careful. I can sand it away and there's no big issues, just a little bit of resin got mussed up, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just that the ankle part is pretty thin. But I do want to say that it kind of just makes no sense to buy the magnetic parts for the A-line girl just because she comes with the hooked feet. So you might as well just buy the hooked high heel. That way you just literally pull the foot off and put the other one on. So it just makes it a lot easier. What I had to do was I had to put on the new ball joint, and then there's an extra piece that you have to hook in, and then you put in the magnetic part. So it's just a pain in the butt. But basically, this is what the ball joint looks like. So it just looks like that. And it looks like you may expect a ball joint to look like. And the one for the magnet actually looks a little bigger to me, and it just looks a little weird on the A-line foot, so I was just a little mad. But in shoes, you obviously can't tell, and it really doesn't look that bad. It just looks just a tiny bit bigger to me than the flat foot looked. But here's what the flat foot looks like. So as you can see, it has, can you see? It's really bright. So as you can see, there is a little hook there. So this right here, you just hook the elastic on. So if you just pulled it a little bit and maybe tried to put something in between there, something soft, maybe like a chopstick or a pencil, or I use like a glue stick, you just, or like a hot glue stick, you just put the elastic around that and you pop it right on. Hopefully that was clear. So if you got the hooked high heel foot, you may not have to just restring the foot completely like I did. So it was really hard for me to just get anything in between the foot and the joint because I had to take both off. So it may just be a lot easier if you get the high heel foot because you probably use the same ball joint. So you're just gonna have to take off the hooked foot part. It's gonna be a lot easier if you have one and you can kind of see what it looks like. But I promise you, it isn't that complicated, and you can look in the manual. It should at least have pictures and stuff, but restringing isn't as big of a deal as some people think. It's really scary at first, but then kind of you understand your doll better when you do it, and it kind of just makes sense when you're doing it, and you kind of just figure out how it works altogether. But basically what I had to do was I had to take off this entire part, the entire shin and foot, because the string shut up, but it kind of just stopped there. So it wasn't a big deal. You're not gonna end up ruining your doll. You're not gonna end up having to restring the entire doll. So it is a project, and it did take me a while, but you can do it. It's not that scary, I promise. I do wanna say that the high heel feet do like to go wonky like that, and it can be a little difficult. So basically just make sure that the cups here are just straight and the leg is straight, otherwise your girl will probably have difficulty standing, and I just have to adjust the foot a lot as well, but she definitely can stand in these shoes, which is fun, and she actually can stand for a while unassisted, which is nice, but it can just be a little pain in the butt to get them to work. But I do like having my girls in shoes a lot. I'm gonna make a new video hopefully soon, if not later today, maybe in the next few days, about my girls. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of story I want to write and how I want to go with it. I'm still mulling over the story that I told you guys about them being goddesses and things like that, and I'm just not certain if that's quite the story I want to tell. So I'm trying to figure it out. So I don't want to make a new video quite before I'm pretty certain about the story, because I don't want to make a million videos where I'm scrapping all these ideas and I keep telling you guys like, oh, this is what I'm doing, and then I'm not. So I'm gonna try and wait on that, but I have some ideas and I think I'm gonna go write for a while, and that way I'll have something solid to share, and we will see if I keep the idea that I had or if I just do something new or a little different. So I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully that was helpful. If it was, let me know down below. If it wasn't, maybe I'll suck it up and actually show you guys, but I kind of don't want to because it's really hard. Don't make me. But I promise what I explained is a lot easier if you actually have the doll in front of you. Restringing isn't that hard, I promise. And once you kind of just take a look at the doll, you'll kind of just figure it out. So I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.